1,300 steelworkers across 5 states go on strike as the vote count in Bessemer, Alabama's widely watched and highly contested Amazon union drive begins. And in Myanmar, workers continue to struggle against the violent military junta. Where workers' stories are front and center, this is On the Picket Line. Around 1,300 workers with the United Steelworkers Union are on strike across 5 states. Workers at 9 facilities owned by Allegheny Technologies, Inc. are demanding a fair contract agreement. They haven't received a pay raise in 7 years. And around that same time span, ATI has laid off over 900 workers. The workers are no stranger to struggle and reached an agreement on their previous contract in 2016 after management illegally locked them out of their work buildings for 6 months. They've been working under a 1-year contract extension, which expired in February and voted to authorize the strike in early March. ATI offered workers a new contract with a pay raise this week, but the union turned it down, as workers say that the raise will just be canceled out by the company's proposed increase in their health insurance cost. In the meantime, management has hired replacement workers. President of the USW International, David McCall, said, quote, "We've stood together to survive during hard times in the past and know that we can accomplish great things through solidarity and collective action. After years of loyalty, hard work, and sacrifice, workers deserve more respect and consideration than ATI has shown at the table." Ballot counting has begun in the closely watched union vote at an Amazon warehouse in Bessemer, Alabama. With 6,000 ballots to count and sky-high stakes for both the workers, represented by the RWDSU, and the trillion-dollar corporate giant, the election has the potential to become hectic and muddled real fast. From disputes over ballots to objections over Amazon's well-documented anti-union campaign, the election could end up in a long-winded legal battle. In the midst of many unknowns, here's a few things we do know about the process and potential challenges. First, both sides have the right to challenge individual ballots. Amazon warehouses are known for their high turnover rate, which could present an issue in terms of which votes actually count. Both the union and Amazon have the right to file claims with the NLRB over either party's behavior before and during the vote count. The countless anti-union meetings and conversations about the union held by managing staff at the warehouse provide many easy ins for the union to charge Amazon with unfair labor practices. The most brazen act was the placement of a USPS box at the front door of the warehouse with signs encouraging workers to vote. Both Amazon and the U.S. Postal Service deny putting it there. The legal mess that would ensue if the union took Amazon to the NLRB on any or all of its anti-union actions could result in the whole count being tossed out and the start of a new election. All of this goes to show why legislation like the PRO Act is so critically needed to ensure the integrity of union elections and protect workers from anti-union bosses. The workers in Bessemer are waging what many are calling a David and Goliath style battle with one of the richest and most powerful corporations in the world. And for now, it seems, both sides are in it for the long haul. Workers in Myanmar continue to resist in the face of escalating violence from the military junta. At least 512 civilians have been killed in nearly 2 months of protests following the February 1st coup, which ousted the democratically elected leader, Aung San Suu Kyi. The junta has upped its repression on striking managers and employees at private financial institutions, which have remained closed in part of the massive civil disobedience. The closures are stopping the payment of government payrolls and international transactions. Private bank employees say the coup government has detained some bank managers and directors in retaliation. The government has threatened to nationalize all banks. Despite this all, people continue to pour out to the streets and keep their businesses, schools, and other institutions closed to demand an end to the military regime.